Hello, I'm Fast Lawyer. Today we're doing a Let's Play and early impressions for Extinct VR, a game that was released on the Steam store today, February 10th, 2025. It normally retails for $20, and I received a free Steam key through the Steam Creator Connect program to review this game, and I'm testing it out on the Meta Quest 3 using link cable on my RTX 3080. Let's click New Game. I played a little bit just to get a feel for the game, but I didn't get very far. It does start off like this. I think that's kind of a weird start to a VR game, especially since there's no voiceovers or anything like that. It's just a guy at a campfire. I don't know why it couldn't have started here instead. That's like extra footage that doesn't really tell us anything about the story or really help us out in any way. But anyways, it says I need to put out the fire. So you can play comfortably seated. In fact, let me make sure. Yeah, I want to go to seated mode. As you can see, I have graphics on high on my RTX 3080. I've been getting mostly 90 frames per second so far, so performance has been okay. Okay, so I'm going to have to switch back to non-seated mode. And then go seated. There is no crouch, so you gotta do that if you want to like put the water in the bottle. Okay. And then we get on our little motorcycle. Or gotta put our stuff away as well. You know what? I can. Oof. Okay, there we go. That was my fault. User error. I do have a little bit of controller drift, so keep that in mind. I will say the normal walking speed is very slow, and unfortunately, there's no way to pick up the speed, at least not that I can figure out. You cannot eat the shrooms, so I have to take off a point for that to the game. I'm just kidding. I'm not exactly sure what type of game this is, but it seems to be like a narrative-driven adventure puzzle game. It seems to have a little bit of combat, a little bit of puzzles, but it's mostly about the story. Now, as far as I can figure out so far, there isn't really much of a story. You know, stuff happens. And there's some kind of anomaly that happens, but so far I haven't been able to piece together the story. It just seems like some stuff happens. Obviously, we were at a campfire by the lake. Now we're leaving, and then strange stuff happens. And although you might think that I'm driving this motorcycle, I'm actually not. So this is purely a cutscene here, although you're able to look around and stuff. So this is an on-rails motorcycle ride where you're being guided through. You're not actually driving it. I enjoy being alone with myself when camping. Being alone in nature makes me feel free, yet I still can't escape facing the emptiness within me. I feel exactly the same way, except it's after work. So after a long day at the office, that's how I feel. Time flies by. My past mistakes, the uncertainty of the future. But this is an opportunity to live in the moment, to get away from all of these worries. The visuals aren't the best, but they're okay. With all these thoughts swirling around in my head, I don't know which one is real, the voices inside me or the world outside. Maybe it's both. I will say that I expect a little bit better graphics at the $20 price point. So I would say $20, while not a lot, we still expect a little bit more as far as visuals in VR. Riding in the rain reminds me how uncontrollable life is. What I try to determine by my own will is sometimes no match for the will of nature. Or I don't know what it said there at the end. I think it said, or who we really are. I believe what it said there at the end. This journey is a search for peace. Maybe true peace isn't out there, but within me. So we're just cruising on our motorcycle, and then a bunch of weird stuff happens. And we're about to see it pretty soon. Like I said, I don't know exactly what the hell is that. Yeah, exactly. I don't know what is that. Strange stuff happens. I don't know. I'm not sure why. Like I said, the story so far is we were at a campfire. We left the campfire. Then we're feeling existential crisis on the road, and then strange stuff happens. That seems to be the story so far, as best I can tell. Okay. I don't know how long this game is, but by looking at the store page video, I've seen a lot of the stuff that was shown there, except for the combat part. So this is the end of the cutscene there. Now we go back to gameplay. And you do have full locomotion, teleportation, and snap turning. And you don't have an option as far as regards to that. As you can see by the setting, there's only graphics, volume, and seated mode or non-seated. At least it has seated mode, right? A lot of games don't even have that. So far, though, it's been a steady 90 frames per second. And I was very confused here. I couldn't tell what to do. So like I said, I played a little bit earlier, and I got stuck in this area. I didn't know what to do. The only thing I could figure out was, okay, you can open this, right? So I saw that right there and said, okay, well, there's some lever or something that we need to look for. And I also tried messing with this. I tried, pressing all around, and nothing worked. And I looked all around. I couldn't find anything. I tried opening the container in the motorcycle. Couldn't open that. Tried messing around with this Land Rover or Space Land Rover. Couldn't open it. I was trying to see how to get this ladder down. I couldn't figure it out. Tried to see about this cover. And then I noticed this. This actually took me a long time to figure out. So I was just looking for this object. I didn't know I was looking for it. But I was looking all around trying to find anything at all. And that was like one of the last places that I looked. And I don't know. I want to say that took like 20 minutes. So this was 20 minutes of me just aimlessly wandering around trying to figure out what to do until I finally found this. I'm not a big fan of this first puzzle here. Gotta say, it's not a big fan. Needles and haystacks, or you don't even know you're looking for a needle. I don't think that's great puzzle design. Especially when you hide it so, like, I could see if you just left it somewhere, not the most obvious place, but, also not the last place you'd probably look either. And this guy put something that you don't know you're looking for in one of the last places you'd look. And the other thing that happened is I left it like this. Let me show. I left it like that, right? Well, not even like that. It was actually more close than that. Okay, so that looks like you can climb. You can walk over, right? Well, you can't. No, you can't walk over that. You might think, well, I can teleport. No, you can't teleport over. No, you gotta really get in there and twist it all the way. Once you do all the way, then you can walk over it. Finally, okay. The other thing, I thought I could walk here, but you can't. Okay. Don't you think this is like a weird level design? Like, just look at the way where the stairs are, and the rest of the stuff, and you wonder why is the room like? Why is this here like this? Like, it just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. It seems like weird level design. And look, what is this facility? Is this like an alien facility or what's going on? And then I got here and I couldn't figure out what to do. Like, you can't teleport over it. You can't walk over it. There's no lever to open this place up. So what do you do? And I only figured, and I don't even know if this is a bug or if this is the intended solution. So, spoiler alert, I'm gonna ruin this puzzle for you guys. So apparently, what you do is you grab and you go over. Now, I don't know. I think that's intentional, but I'm not 100% sure. But that's what you're supposed to do. So you're supposed to vault over it. You're never told that you can vault stuff. So I don't think that's good level design either. But whatever. I figured it out somehow. You just and then I don't know if you can't. Can you open this? I don't think you can. And then obviously you have this distance grab. I don't know if any of this is useful. The teddy bear. Like, I really don't know if any of this is stuff that you're supposed to get. And this looks like it might be useful, right? I don't know. Doesn't this look like it might be useful? So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna set it here. I don't. So far, if it is useful, I don't know what you're supposed to do with it. And then you see some like rocks or something. Yeah, what is that doing there? It's an odd placement for a rock formation. You can come here. You're like, am I supposed to be able to grab this? Again, a shower? Are we supposed to play around here? There's some strange level design decisions here that I'm not sure are great. Like, okay, so you can get into this restroom, but is there any purpose? So far, I don't see any purpose. I see the vent though, so I don't know. Maybe you can get on the vent. Maybe I don't know. And you have this as well right here. I don't know if you can open that or not. See a shoe. I don't know if this is important. Now we see a screwdriver. You see a hammer. Now with this hammer, it says you can only carry certain items in your backpack. Move your hand to your right shoulder, release the hammer, and place it in the backpack. Okay. Now move your hand back to the right shoulder, grab the hammer from your backpack. Okay. But I don't know what you use the hammer for, if anything. Now it looks like maybe you're supposed to be able to push on these levers, but if you can't, I don't know how. Like I can't grab them, so I'm gonna assume you're not supposed to be able to grab them. And I don't see anything else. Like, I don't think you can grab that. So let's get the screwdriver and let's see if we can open anything up. And there's a valve here. I don't know if the valve. I don't know that you can grab the valve. It doesn't seem like you can. Again, there's just some inconsistencies with the level design, and so you're wasting a lot of time just seeing if you can do stuff or not. I don't know that this works. What do you think, guys? Maybe the hammer? Maybe. But before, like I said, I don't know if this is supposed to work or not. Yeah, that doesn't seem like it's supposed to work. And there, okay. I think we've looked all around. Let's get our hammer. Let's get our hands here, maybe. Yeah, I don't know that this actually does anything. And let's see, can we use the hammer here, maybe? If you can use the hammer, I don't know. I mean, it's pretty apparent the game wants us to use the hammer, but where or for maybe this is like a yeah. I didn't think that was gonna work. Let me get the screwdriver just in case. At this point, I'm just totally confused on what we can do. I'm gonna look here again just in case. Maybe we're supposed to get water. Yeah, I don't know that's the case. Yeah, I'm confused. I don't know what we're supposed to do. So because I don't know what we're gonna do, we're gonna go back. And I cannot figure this out. So this is actually where I'm stuck. I played up to this point earlier, and I couldn't figure out what to do. So I started recording from the very beginning. I don't know. It seems like this is one of those puzzle adventure games that's pretty directionless. And is it supposed to be this difficult? Is there something very simple that I'm missing? I honestly don't know. Oh, okay, there's that. Maybe we. No, no, I don't think so. Maybe we hammer this? I don't think so either. Yeah, I didn't think so. I don't know if there's any place that I see where we can open this. I did try throwing it to hit the ladder, but that doesn't work either. And at this point, I'm just totally confused on what we can do. I mean, you think maybe knock off this lid? Maybe I don't know. I can't reach down there. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go to seated mode. Hold on. State settings. Yeah, no, that doesn't work either. Maybe we knock off something here. That doesn't work either. I'm sure there's a solution to get forward, but what that might be, I have no clue. So I think this game does a very poor job of onboarding players to give the players some idea of what they're supposed to do. So this ends up being just a case of trying random things and see what might work. Yeah, and at this point, I don't know what that might be. So rather than making the video very long with me just stumbling around trying to figure out what I might be able to do, I think I'll end the video here. I'm going to be very generous to this developer and just give this a neutral recommendation, but I'm leaning towards a thumbs down if I'm being honest. And that's just because, like I said, this game does a very poor job of onboarding players. I do play. I'm not going to say I'm the best puzzle game player in the world, but I played more than my fair share in VR, and this one seems pretty directionless. And I don't know how you're supposed to be able to figure out what to do next, given what I've seen. A lot of the good puzzle games just do a good job of not giving you the answer, but at least giving you something to work off of. And in this case, I have several problems with the game that include that I don't know what this game wants of me. If this vent is somehow able to be opened, I don't know why, because I tried the screwdriver here and it just wouldn't do anything. So I don't think that's the answer, but it might be the answer. But it just didn't work earlier. So, and like I said, I tried pulling the lever over here. I tried moving that valve, didn't work. And I don't know if you're supposed to break something here. I mean, is this does any? Oh, maybe it was here. You know what? Maybe. Oh crap! Where's the screwdriver? Where did I put? Oh, I think it's by the bike. Let me try that one last thing there. Let me try that one last thing. I hope that's not the answer. Let me try that one last thing before I end the video. But that's going to be the last thing I try, because I swear I've looked everywhere and I couldn't figure out what to do. It'd be really odd if the answer was use a screwdriver there, especially when the other vent was partially open and it doesn't work there at all. But let's see if we can find. Yeah, here it is. Honestly, if I have to guess, I would say this is not the answer, but who knows? It might be. It might be the answer. If it is, again, I would say it's poor game design. But let's give it a try, because that's the only thing I can think of right now. I can't think of anything else that I might try. I can't see where I can use the hammer at all. And I tried to use a screwdriver in different places, and that didn't work. But I could see that now that there's a vent there that just might be the answer. But I have a feeling it's not the answer. And then there's this as well. I don't know if that has anything to do with anything. Like maybe you could put it on something, maybe the rover, I don't know. Didn't look like it to me, but I might be wrong. And no, I was right. It doesn't work. I didn't think this was the answer. But that was the only thing I can think of. Maybe this? No. Yeah. I honestly don't know what the answer might be. I'm totally confused. So, like I said, I'm not gonna rate this game because I feel like I haven't gotten far enough to give it a fair shake. But I'm leaning towards a thumbs down if I'm being honest. You know, there's just a very poor onboarding. So far, you know, the visuals haven't been very good. The puzzles haven't been pleasant to solve so far. I don't know how much content there is, but the visuals don't look great. There's a lot of reasons to believe that this game is not worth $20. So, I do like some things about the game. It does feel like you're going on this adventure, so that's good, you know. But it like even the story seems kind of aimless. Like you were camping at a campfire, you're leaving, and then a strange thing happens. But and I know this is supposed to be like a mysterious place, but so far you have no context for what's going on, why you're doing what you're doing, or you know, and I'm sure that the character is supposed to feel that way, right? Because it looks like some aliens or some kind of crap might have happened. But, anyways, I'm Fast Lawyer. This has been my Let's Play early impressions, and this is a neutral recommendation. I'm going to abstain from scoring this game, mostly out of an abundance of caution. I don't want to prematurely give this developer a negative review without having a good sense for the game, but if I'm being honest, I'm leaning towards have given it a negative review. And I know somehow you're supposed to get up there. I don't know how. Like I said, I did try throwing the hammer like so, but I don't think that's the answer, and it didn't work in any event. So yeah, I'm totally lost on what you're supposed to be able to do, and I don't know what to do next. So anyways, I'm Fast Lawyer. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.